Okay, I'm gonna do this very, very quickly. This is a towee nest. So here we have Torrey's mountain mint, considered endangered in Maryland, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. So this is an eastern coyote, and you should have seen how it just cleared this fence I'm leaning on right now. It's amazing. So Capital Naturalist, the way I came up with the name, we're in a wonderful location for being a naturalist. It is a clover, has three-part leaves and so forth. We're at the northern limit of the southern animals and plants. Those long tails are thought to mix up the echolocation on bats. We're at the southern limit of the northern animals and plants. We're close enough to the coastline, we can see lots of animals there. But we're close enough to the mountains, so lots of things get washed in, particularly along the rivers. So here we have a look at some freshwater mussel floating beds. Oh, I do love my work. I really, really do. I mean, there's something special about being the interpreter, connecting people with the story, with the resources. So we again go in taxonomic order, and we'll start off, of course, with the most primitive and work from there. And there's something special because when you do something and you explain something, the eyes light up of the audience when you've kind of hit that chord, you're connected with them. Color is a great field mark. It should not be the only field mark you depend on. That's the beauty. When I first started being a naturalist, I will tell you, there were very few Latinos that were involved in interpretive programming. Now that's changed a lot. Not happy. My mother told me one of the neat things about a person who speaks two languages is she would always say, you're worth two people. You can bring two different perspectives. You can explain things in two different ways. It makes you a better interpreter. So we serve that same role, and I hope others follow on those same footsteps. So I called this a big male, and boy, was I wrong, wasn't I? Now that I got in front of it. Look at this. It's a sloth nursing its baby. How cool is that?
Thank you so much to our first set of champions. And we'd now like to invite Brenda to turn on her audio and video and say a minute of remarks, and then we'll hear from all the rest of the champions as well.
Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Nice. So, like, first of all, like, I'm super happy about this award. Like, sometimes you do so much in the community and you wonder, like, is anybody like noticing, like, is anybody noticing what we're doing? That this is like really happening, and you guys are able to bring to light, some of the work that I've done and some of the work that these other organizers have done. So it makes me really happy. And yeah, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for my community. This is a collaborative movement. We can't do this alone. And I just wanted to give a special shout out to the Afro-Latino community who is out there and who lives at the intersection of a lot of these issues every day, including the movement for Black lives, the Build a Natural Environment, and immigration, and who are very much leading this work. So I just wanted to say that. And again, I'm super happy. I've been learning so much. And again, like, shout out to all of my community who is watching. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brenda. Now, and we really appreciate you. And for those of you watching on the YouTube live stream, thank you for your patience while we fixed up our technical difficulties. Carlos Lem, we'd like to call on you next.
Muy buenos días. Yo voy a dirigirme en español. Puedo hablar inglés, pero se me enreda todavía la lengua. Usualmente yo soy el que está atrás de las cámaras. Usualmente soy el que está organizando los eventos. Y muy pocas veces me toca salir al frente como ahora. La verdad que estoy un poco nervioso, pero estoy profundamente agradecido con todos los que me tomaron en consideración. El trabajo que hacemos es servir a la comunidad, y como decía el video, nuestro trabajo, tanto en Defensores de la Cuenca como en la Asociación de Guatemaltecos Sin Fronteras, es crear conciencia en nuestra gente de la importancia de cuidar el medio ambiente y la importancia de ser solidarios los unos con los otros, especialmente ahora con los damnificados del huracán, que no nos olvidemos de ellos, que seamos solidarios. Muchísimas gracias por este honor. Esto me impulsa a seguir adelante y pues asumir un mayor compromiso. Muchas gracias.
Thank you. I will speak in Spanish. My English gets a little tangled sometimes. I am usually the one who is behind stage, and in this kind of events, it's a little bit when I am in front, I am a little bit nervous, but the main thing I want to say is that I am thankful. I am thankful for being here and for this work. The work with my community is to support the community. Us at the Defensores de la Cuenca and at the Guatemaltecos, we have solidarity to help the environment, to help the people, especially now with the people from the hurricane that were affected with a hurricane. We don't want to forget them. We need to have the compromise to keep going forward, to help each other, to help our community. Thank you, everybody, and let's keep going forward.
Gracias, Marisela. And now, Abel Olivo, please go ahead and join us.
Hello and good morning, everybody. Thank you for this great honor. I truly appreciate being recognized and am happy to be associated with my colleague Carlos, who has said it all and about the importance of connecting to the community, and it's super important to continue, all of us, to bring resources back to the community and find ways to invite and advance our community to be part of the movement of making our spaces more accessible. They say that it says a lot about the company that you keep, and I'm really honored to be present and recognized among Brenda, Carlos Lem, Alonso, Carlos Sanchez, Sindy, Pinar, and Julian. I'm again grateful for Eliza and Serenella for their work in organizing the Naturally Latinos Conference and bringing about a space where we can come together and connect. And the organizing committee, thank you very much. And Lisa Alexander, the executive director of ANS, happy birthday to her as well. And looking forward to finding ways to connect with you all and to continue to bring resources to the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Abel, and it's such an honor to have you on our board. Alonso, please join us next.
Yes, hello, folks. Thank you all very much. I feel very honored to be recognized and so forth by Audubon Natural Society, both for my work with Arlington County and for all the work I'm doing with Capital Naturalists. I'll be brief in this. This conference, I guess, it's called Una Comunidad, Many Voices. And again, we will all work together. We will work to educate other people. We will work to make this a better place for everyone, both naturally and with the individuals as well. And so thank you very much for this honor. And together we'll make this an even better community. Thank you.
Alonso, now the next video, please.
Hey everyone, my name is Sanchez Gonzalez, and I am a sophomore attending Benjamin Franklin High School located in Brooklyn Park, Maryland. Let me take you guys back like 8 years. Free Your Voice was founded in 2012 by youth in South Baltimore attending Benjamin Franklin High School. Free Your Voice fights for human rights, affordable housing, and clean air. During our fight for clean air, we've realized that there are other things that many people are facing due to a current system that displaces many people of color. Well, in 2016, we started our 2020 campaign where we did outreach to over 30,000 residents to raise $20 million into our city's affordable trust fund. And that's where we developed the South Baltimore Community Land Trust, where we take vacant properties into this land trust. Instead of it being, owned by one person, it's owned by the community. All that toxic pollution that's in our trash that we send to the incinerator, we breathe that back in. The zero waste plan is a transition from incineration in Baltimore. It's an alternative that is cleaner, healthier, and better for everybody living in the city. What do I think is key to community organizing? Well, you have to really have a connection with the community that you're organizing. I am 15 years, and I started when I was 14. And basically, it's never too early to make a difference. If we all work together, united as one, you can accomplish so much more. We need that unity.
My father grew up on a farm, or what we would say in Spanish, en la finca. And so I come from a family that understands the importance of our soil, the importance of our land. I started thinking about environmental justice really early on in my career. And it was more from a health lens. There's so many issues that impact the Latino community. And I think right now what's at the forefront of everyone is COVID-19. Over a month ago, we started receiving complaints of individuals who were hearing that, unfortunately, their colleagues were getting sick and this was not being reported. For us, it's really thinking of the long term and making sure that our own government is banning pesticides that would create these health risks for our communities.
For my organizers in the room, who has the power? Who has the power? We must rise up, unite, protect, and defend, because juntos, together, we rise. Juntos somos más.
If you just Google survival skills or bushcraft, you will likely see white cis het bodies, mostly men. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. At Queer Nature, we love to challenge the narrative of which bodies get to survive. There's this colonial idea that all humans are bad. There's this generalization rather than seeing who has systematically perpetuated ecocide. And, for folks of different marginalized identities, ecocide results in displacement, lack of access to land-based living, the creation of militarized borders. So this is something that we often think about as how environmentalism that is not explicitly anti-oppressive is complicit in white supremacy, as well as, human supremacy. Trans and non-binary people have always existed and always will. Two-spirit and other indigenous gender expansiveness is older than America. We are ecological indicators of health of place and of culture.
Así como los pinos tienen una raíz muy fuerte que solamente los puede tirar una máquina, una motosierra, así nosotros, ahí están las raíces, Ahí están nuestros padres, nuestras madres, nuestros ancestros enterrados. Hay comunidades rarámuri donde se oponen tajantemente a la tala del bosque con fines comerciales porque ven al bosque está intrínsecamente relacionado con el humano, ¿no? Julián fue un actor protagónico en la defensa del bosque de la comunidad de Coloradas de la Virgen. Y Julián adquiere mayor protagonismo a partir del 2007 porque lo nombran autoridad como representante de bienes comunales. Julián fue y organizó un taller con representantes de los diversos ranchos de Coloradas de la Virgen para hablar sobre los efectos de la minería a cielo abierto. Fue la última vez que yo lo vi. Eran claras muestras de hostigamiento para que Julián abandonara Coloradas de la Virgen. Antes del asesinato, de que se consumara la amenaza de asesinar a Julián, asesinaron a varios de sus familiares. La hija de Julián, que había quedado viuda por el asesinato de su esposo, se complicó del embarazo y Julián tuvo que regresar. Me dijo que iba a salir cuando cosechara el maíz, que sería entre finales de octubre y noviembre, pero esto ya no le dio oportunidad. Fue asesinado el 24 de octubre del 2018. Julián me inspira el defender el ambiente de las comunidades rarámuri, el bosque, el agua, defender ese hábitat que es indispensable para la supervivencia de las familias rarámuri. No debe sucederle a ningún defensor del bosque lo que le sucedió a Julián, solamente por el hecho de defender sus derechos. Los activistas ambientales creo que tienen una labor muy importante, defender la conservación del planeta, defender el derecho de vivir en un mundo más amigable con la naturaleza.
Thank you, Renee. And now we'd like to ask our first champion from the second video, Carlos Sanchez Fernandez, to come on stage.
Hi everyone. Can everybody hear me all right? Just making. Okay, great. Just want to start by saying it's an honor to be here, and I want to say thank you to all the other champions who've been working hard to achieve the future that we want for this planet and what we really believe in. And I want to say thank you to like my mentors that have been helping me throughout the journey. They taught me everything that I need to know now, and I'm glad to see that there's many people joining us and working together to thrive for that future that we need in our planet. It's an amazing thing to see, and I just want to say thank you, and I'm honored and grateful to be here. we really need that unity. We really need to stick together, work hard, and work and get the future that we need, because we need to provide a great, safer, healthier planet for the people who will live after us. The youth or the generation that come after, they're going to be the kings in this planet, and we need to work together to make them the safest, the healthiest planet that it can be to. And I want to say thank you to everybody that made this conference available and be able to actually be here. Thank you.
And one note I want to make, because of some of our technical difficulties, we are running a little bit over into the break. I'll ask you to please visit our sponsors and use the speed networking again after noon. But we're going to run this champions program until it's done, so that all our champions get a moment to speak. Sindy, not available to be with us live today, but we were so excited to be able to honor her for many things. And one that I just wanted to mention in particular is her work trying to get the pesticide chlorpyrifos banned because of its impacts, not only on the environment and on pollinators, but of course on the farm workers and their families who are exposed to it. So next we'd like to ask Pinar to give a few remarks.
Hi, I am deeply honored and humbled to receive this award. And what we need to remember as intersectional environmentalists is to always have kinship at the center with our more than human world and with one another. And that multi-species futures is always about relationship. I wouldn't be here without my spouse and the other half of Queer Nature. So Sinopolis Lloyd, Queer Nature is a love story between us and with our ecological kin. I also wouldn't be here without the confluence of my ancestors through my parents, specifically with corn and quinoa and potatoes. And also shout out to my parents who are actually watching live, my father from Turkey, in Turkey, and my mother in Puerto Rico, and my brother also in New York, which is really exciting. I wouldn't be here without them, and also wouldn't be here without our gender expansive and queer and trans community. So may we grow corn for our people, and may we be honorable ancestors. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pinar. And now for our final champion, we'd like to invite Jose Angel to speak on behalf of Julian Carrillo. And Maricela will interpret again.
Sí, buenos días. Primero que nada, pues agradecer por la invitación y darnos este espacio. A mí lo que me toca es un poco presentar a la familia de Julián, que es tristemente pues no, pues ya no está aquí con nosotros, pero la familia desde su asesinato pues han estado también aquí en un refugio, y hoy en este homenaje pues nos acompaña, ¿no? María Antonia, su viuda de Julián, por acá está atrás, su nieta, su hijo Loreto. Entonces, yo creo que ya en el video de por sí habla lo que fue en vida, fue Julián Carrillo. Entonces, pues
Yes, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for being here. I want to be thankful for the invitation and for the space. And I am representing Julian Carrillo's family. His family, and you heard the video, it's a sad story. Sadly, he is not here with us, But since the murder, his family has been involved with all of this. His family is present. It's in a refugee, of course, but they are present here in this award. We have his widow, Maria Antonia. We have his granddaughter and his son, Loreto. The video was talking about who he was in life and how that's why we are thankful.
Thank you, Maricela. And thank you, Jose Angel, for representing Julian. Now, my co-chair, Serenella, will close out this segment.
Hello, everyone. Thanks again. I am floored with the amazing work that all of you have been doing. And we are just so honored that we can bring a little bit of light to your work. So we wanted also to let you know that our graphic designer, Sara Corral, has made beautiful posters that will be mailed to you after the conference. We want you to have a little token of our appreciation and a reminder that our community really appreciates all of what you've been doing. And now it is time to go and enjoy the round tables. Eliza, any last words?
Yes. Number one, I would like to thank our videographer, Ben Israel, who made those incredible videos. He was able to reach out to our champions who were not only all around the world and prepare that inspiring set of videos. So thank you, Ben, and thank you to everyone for watching. And I'll just take this moment to say we know there have been some backs and forths today with technology, and we appreciate your patience, and we just can't wait until we can gather live again. But thank you all for being here. Now, please enjoy a break. Why don't we take a full 10-minute break and then have the roundtables start at 12:05. Today's roundtables are mostly the Cafecito chat that's available for those who pre-registered. And then, of course, you can also visit the Queer Latinx In-Depth follow-up so that you can do Q&A with the panelists from this morning. And we also have a great panel on using art as an outreach strategy to the Latino community, a roundtable. And again, the roundtables are not recorded, so you can be as open and as yourself as you would like to be. And you can turn your audio and video on and join the conversation live as well. So thank you.
One last reminder, we have 169 people here that you can network with. So in addition to the booth that you can visit, take a minute and connect with someone new. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hasta mañana.